Hello, this is Kurt with Grimburg, and today I want to show you how to load our Gavle pistol. This pistol has an integrated magazine to reduce size, weight, and to increase reliability. To reload the magazine, first, if there's a CO2 in there, you gotta take it out. Using a 1/4-inch hex bit, unscrew the bottom cap. The spring and the follower will come out. And you get your projectiles. And you load all 5 projectiles into the magazine. Then you reinsert the follower. Round side first. Then you insert the spring on top of the follower and then use the cap to lock it in place. Now, I broke my collarbone last week, so it looks a little bit difficult, but when you get used to it, it goes really quick. Now all the projectiles are inside. This launcher uses a 12-gram threaded CO2 cartridge and a piercing pin to engage the gas. It's an extremely reliable method to gas up a launcher. First, unscrew the old CO2 if there's one in there. Then, use an 1/8-inch hex wrench to loosen one or both of the set screws. There's one on each side. And you get a new CO2, you screw it into the launcher, and you put the knob on the CO2, and you want to leave enough room here so that you have room to twist it a 1/2 turn. Then tighten down the set screws where you want the knob to sit. Tighten down the CO2 until it's almost piercing the foil. It may take a few tries to get used to. Again, you want it tightened down so it only takes a 1/2 turn to engage the gas. Like this. And the gas will be turned on. These are steel cartridges and steel set screws. However, the knob is plastic. It's not putting any stress on the cartridge that it can't handle. Why did we do it this way? Statistically, you don't need so many shots. FBI statistics tell us that 85% of incidences are resolved using 1 to 2 shots. And 93% of incidences are resolved using 5 shots or less. What about the remaining 7%? Well, there's a number of people who can't be stopped even with traditional firearms. And these statistics come from law enforcement use of less lethal. As the public, we don't have to deal with suicide by cop. So that 93% success rate may be even higher. That's why we designed the Gavle with no magazine, because statistically it's not necessary. We thought it more important to build a small, lightweight launcher that you'd actually carry with you instead of a launcher with more capacity or a magazine that's so heavy and so big that you leave it at home. And what good is that? Look at the hands of this 5-foot woman. She's having 0 issues reaching the grip or the trigger. Have a look at the competition. Magazine adds width. I mean, look at the difference there. Magazine adds width and weight and complexity. Like, if you look at the top of this thing, the magazine's malfunction. The Saber has a magazine. And the Byrna has a magazine, but they both only put out 4 or 5 strong shots, and then they make you replace the CO2. There's a screw. You have to unscrew the front. The Byrna needs a tool to do it, and the Saber, you just push and pull it open and reload the CO2 there. but neither are likely to be reloaded in an emergency. What that means to us is we effectively have the same limitations as Berna and Sabre, and we're a lot smaller and easier to carry than the FSC or TCP launchers. All these pistols have different designs and features. Some may fit your use better than others. We built the Gavle for powerful concealed carry, and how it's loaded plays a big role in us reaching our goals for this launcher. Thank you very much.